Hello. Am I audible? Hey,
Yes, sir.
so how do you want me to call? Little Flower?
Yeah, Little Flash.
Sweet name. All right. So I think we have a couple of minutes. I would like to see if you can switch on the camera. Let me first try mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I am able to. So could you try? Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah, I can see you. Very nice. Session is being recorded. Hello, everyone. I think it's also live. Let me check. Yeah, it's live in YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Hello, everyone. This is Ashok Veda, and I have Little Flower with me, who have recently been successful in transitioning to data science, data analytics job. And she did a course from DataMites, and today we have her with us to discuss her success story, learn from her experience, and answer any of your question and answers related. All right. Let me first see if I can. Yeah. So my internet is fine, right? Can you hear me, Little Flower?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Could DataMites team confirm that this video is being streamed properly? Is everything technical things are in place? All good. All right, wonderful. All right. So okay, I'll start with congratulating you. So congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, it gives me immense pleasure to talk to people who are successful. In fact, one of the reason I'm really into the coaching and helping in career is this particular, and someone gets into career, it gives me a lot of satisfaction. Congratulations. And before we start this webinar, so for all the audience who are watching this as of now in different channels, so this is we will take about 15-20 minutes to walk through her journey and whatever she would like to share. And then we will have about 10 minutes at the end, which we specifically use for question and answers, right? A specific questions what you would like to clarify. And I request you to put in a question and answer section in Zoom call if you are attending from Zoom. If you're attending from LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, put it on the comments. We have DataMites team members who will copy paste it for us, and we will be able to answer it from here. All right. All right, let's begin. Little Flower, I would like to have a quick introduction of yourself, maybe your academics and stuff, any prior experience. And then, yeah, you can start with, yeah, please go.
Yes, sir. I have completed my BSc in Computer Science in 2013. Then due to my after marriage, I'm married and I'm a mother of 2 kids.
That's wonderful. Okay.
So due to my marriage life and family, kids, so I was not able to continue with my career. So meanwhile, I did MCA through correspondence. Then to learn Python, I was browsing for Python courses. So through that, I came to know about DataMites.
Okay, so you did your graduation and then you married and you were not working before?
No.
Okay, so how long was the gap after your education and the time you look for starting a career again?
Actually, in 2013, I completed degree, right. BSc. Then after that, in MCA, I had completed in 2020.
Okay, that's correspondence. So it's about 10 years gap from your education.
Almost 10.
Okay, then you are unique because I didn't have this kind of success candidates before. So that's amazing. Go ahead. So after you finished your BSc Computer Science in 2013, you got married. And of course, primary responsibility is bring up the kids. Now, I guess the kids are at an age that they can be doing by themselves.
Yes.
To pursue a career. Please go ahead. Yeah.
That's what. Hamdan was the first person whom contacted me. regarding DataMites courses for
Okay.
certified
Hamdan is
data
the
science course.
sales team, right? Hamdan from sales. Okay.
Yes. So he had clearly explained me like skills are more important. So career gap is not an issue. Can try. So that's how I joined DataMites for certified data science course.
CDS, certified data
Yeah.
scientist. Okay.
So after that, during my course period, the concepts were very clearly explained by Neha ma'am.
Neha was your trainer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then that's how. Then it continued. Then I joined the internship phase.
Yep.
I completed all the 3 projects and 1 client project.
Excellent.
Then through placement team, Shali was the one who assisted me. Then that's how.
Placement team
Yeah.
data. Okay.
Yes. So that's how I got a job at Datakalp.
Datakalp. That's a company you joined already?
Yes.
Okay. How long you been working there now? How many months?
2 months.
2 months. So you recently joined. Wonderful. All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much for a quick brief about what happened. It's very, very good to hear. I'm especially proud that after 10 years of break, I think power went off your side, isn't it? Is it power went off? I couldn't see you. Can you hear me? I see you. You're on the call, but I couldn't see, I couldn't hear, and I couldn't see you. Okay, so I request DataMites team to call her and see if there is any internet or power issues over there. Okay. Okay, sure. Thank you. You can call her. In the meanwhile, so let me just give you a couple of information about this particular success story candidate. We chose her. I think DataMites placement team have chosen her to take it for this week's, because a lot of people who I see are worried about the break. So especially working, especially women married after they after they have kids, it's very common that they'll take a break of 3 to 4 years, right? 5 years. That's the case with this candidate, Little Flower. But in general, break isn't really a problem nowadays. Well, I do agree. 10 years before, it used to be a problem. People used to look at the break as you're not stable, or maybe you're underperformer and you couldn't get a job. But it's not the case anymore. Because of maybe the demand for data scientists and data analysts is higher, the perception of the market, the employers also changed. So having a break of a few years, even 10 years in this case, isn't really a problem. In fact, if you have a proper reason, right? Even entrepreneurship could be a reason. You want to take a break, that could be a reason. And just to be honest about it. And then when you start with internships or upgrading your skills, and then you get back to your corporate career. That is perfectly accepted norm nowadays. So break isn't really a problem. I think we have a Little Flower back in the call. Can you switch on your video and mic? If you could hear me.
Sorry, sir. I had power issues, so that's why.
That's fine. It's happening everywhere because of the rain mostly. Because in Bangalore we have severe power cuts, but we also enjoy the rain. Not a problem. So I was just talking about the break in between. All right. So you can continue. So once you decided to pursue or get back to your career, why did you choose data science as a field? What made you to choose data science as a field?
In the beginning, I just wanted to learn Python. I was aware about Java. So during my college times, I had done project with Java. So just for an add-on language, I wanted to try Python. So meanwhile, I came to know about data science. So I felt it was very interesting. So I just wanted to give a try. So after that, many other courses like online. Then that's how I reached DataMites.
Okay, so you've been looking around after you decided to get into DataMites. So I know that you already know a bit of Java because from your BSc computer science background. How about your statistics and other skills? Do you have a statistics background?
No.
Okay, so you don't have any background in data statistics. Only thing what you know is a bit of programming language and that to Java.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So, what was your perception when you started? So, you, of course, if you search online, data science looks like a fantastic field. I mean, it's not just looks like fantastic field; it is a fantastic field with millions of opportunities. But what was your perception when you decided to go? Do you think it was going to be tough? You prepared for it? How was it?
In the beginning, like Python was started, then remaining were analytic based, like statistics, everything, machine learning. So it was quite interesting. So then I enjoyed the course. Like I used to spend around daily 6 hours to
6 hours.
make me more. Yeah,
Okay.
statistics was new to me. So that thing I had.
Okay, that's very good. So that's one of my questions. So you spend 6 hours per day in the early learning stage, right? That's very good. Average is about 3 hours is what we ask, apart from the classrooms. Spending 6 hours, I think you should thank your family, I guess, your kids and your partner to let you
Yeah.
6 hours to practice that. That's very good. So once you decided to join, of course, you joined DataMites. So initially, how long you took to get a hold of Python? So how much time you took to get comfortable with Python as a language?
Like Python was done for 1 month. The course took 1 month to complete. During the time, each day I used to cover all the concepts like revision.
Okay.
I used to keep it consistent, practicing all the basics things. Then statistics and SQL was done.
Okay.
So that's how machine learning.
Okay. So first you start with Python. It took about a month.
1 month.
1 month, and then statistics, of course, as per the course. How did you find statistics? Was it easy? How was your experience with learning statistics?
Python, like whatever practice session I used to follow was consistent. But to be open up for statistic, I didn't maintain that. So in the beginning, like I had missed many classes. So for that main, I understood like for Python, I was very much comfortable. So if you are consistent with your practice session and revision session, it would be good. So that I felt during statistics.
Okay. It's because statistics is also a new topic for you.
Yes.
Yeah, it took a little bit more effort. So how many weeks? Is it like 2-3 weeks you are able to understand the essential statistics?
Yes.
2-3 weeks. That's an average. Okay, very good. And then machine learning. Machine learning for many people is an alien topic, right? So even a lot of people, how does machine learn is a big question mark until you learn it. So how was your machine
Yes.
learning experience?
Machine learning in the bit, it was confusing, like how it goes, what is the flow for the modeling thing. Then later on, as other algorithms came on, it was good. It was easy to understand.
How many projects you have done while you are learning machine learning? Smaller ones, the learning projects, small ones when you do it when you're learning an algorithm.
It was around 3 to 4.
Per algorithm.
Yes.
So about close to 10 algorithms.
Yes.
So about 30 small projects you have done. So obviously you would have been very comfortable, right?
Yes.
And when you moved on to the phase 3, where you do the end-to-end project, how was the process? How did you select your projects? What projects you selected? I think they'll give about 25, 30 projects, isn't it?
Yes.
How did you select your project? What projects you selected?
Among that, in the beginning, we were a team of 4 members. So first one was very simple. It was house price prediction, advanced regression. So everybody, like, we would go with the first one, simplest one, basic one. So that's how we started. Then we have handwritten classification and earthquake damage grade prediction, like an estimation. And then client project was regarding the sales predictiveness estimation. Yeah.
The data set is coming from one of my companies in biotech.
Okay.
We have changed the numbers, but that's very good. So after you finished your phase two, how long you took to complete your? Did you complete your IABAC exam? Did you complete your certification exam?
Sorry? No, sir.
Oh, you didn't complete
No.
it yet. So okay. So there is no question. So it's still pending to complete the IABAC exam, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I would suggest to do it because if you get delayed, then you forget the concepts. Of course, you got a job now.
Yeah.
Become more lazy because you're already in a career. So I would really suggest to finish it while you are in this flow, right? Okay. So I guess the PAT team has started working with you during the phase three, right?
Yes.
So around when did PAT team got in touch with you in the phase three? Is it within a month or 2 months?
Internship went around 1.5 months. So later, as I finished all the 4 projects, I was contacted by the PAT team, Shali.
Shali contacted you. Very good.
Yes.
So, all right. So how long it took for you for the placement team and you to get your first interview call? And
In the beginning, I was assisted for mock interviews.
Okay.
So according to that, performance based, I was suggested for interview. So I got a call for 2 companies. So Datakalp was my second company.
Okay. So how long it took from your completion of your projects to getting a interview call? Was it weeks or months? How long it took?
It was around 2 to 3 weeks.
That's all. Less than a month, you got your
Yes.
first interview call. Okay.
Yes.
Obviously, the first interview you could not go through. What was the learning experience from it?
Yeah.
What was the things which you missed in your first interview?
First interview, might be I was a bit nervous. That was what I felt. Or remaining wise, technical wise, the interview was good. Yeah.
Okay, I don't really think people are really looking at nervousness nowadays because that's old school again. Maybe there is a mismatch of your profile, right? Sometimes people look for different profiles. We would have done our best, but it's just that the requirements, what they have is not matching with your profile is what they might have.
Yes.
But don't think it's nervousness because I do a lot of interviews. We don't really, in fact, we make people more comfortable because we're not really worried about their soft side, shy, nervousness and all, because that's a very old school. And nowadays, we are only looking at their attitude for learning, your essential skills matching for the job role, and that's all we look at, right? Okay. So, what were the questions being asked in the first interview? You said you technically you did good, right? So, what was the questions in the first interview?
It was more regarding Python coding. I was given few questions, so which I had done good.
Mostly Python coding. Nothing in
Yes.
machine learning.
No, that's what first round process was Python coding. So after that, I was not selected.
Okay, the first round is strong. How about the second one? What's the one which you're currently working, that company? How was the interview? How many rounds you have attended?
I had attended 2 rounds.
Okay. So
First was just introduction, like technical questions, basic questions they asked me regarding machine learning and few computer vision algorithms, like that. Mostly machine learning questions were asked.
Mostly machine learning questions. Okay, wonderful. Could you be specific? It really helps the people who are actually watching right now. So what kind of questions being asked?
In deep learning, they asked regarding CNN activation function, and then few questions were asked from statistics as well.
Like
Basic questions were regarding
I know it's 3 months.
long back. Many questions were asked. So it was.
Tell me what you remember. That's fine. It's okay. So that's very good. Thank you very much for that. Apart from, so did you read any other material than DataMites, which could be helpful for the people, like for the interviews or when you're learning? Any other material you referred?
A normal, actually, along with the study materials, each session as we finish, the mentor used to suggest few books for Python or machine learning. So that only what is ever I referred.
Okay, so mostly it is DataMites material and whatever DataMites mentor has suggested you. No,
Yes.
nothing else to refer. And that is enough for
Yes.
your preparation and interviews, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. All right. So I think we have covered all the areas, at least to my I think we have covered it. Anything you would like to share, especially you might actually you are one of the successful candidate who got a break of 10 years, right? And there are a lot of people like you who are very hesitant because they kind of like they think break is a big problem, right? And apparently you are very successful, right? What is your message to the people who are aspiring, someone like you, to get into the corporate world after break?
First thing is that you should be consistent in your work. Like if you're preparing for something, you should be fully focused and consistent in whatever revision you do. Now also I should revise it daily. So I'm missing that. So if you keep on in touch with whatever the concepts you just brush up, it will be good for future analysis or anything.
Okay, so that's about the learning side, about the career change, right? So you made it possible. Do you think it's also possible for others, or did you? I mean, what's your message? A lot of people don't even start. In fact, there is a lot of research says that many people, I don't know the percentage, but more than 50% people don't even start their career journey, thinking that they'll fail, right? So, what is your message in that? How difficult is this journey?
The thing is that actually, if everybody has a will to attain whatever goal they want to achieve, if proper guidance is there, in my case, DataMites, I got a good guidance from DataMites and support as well. So if we get a proper direction, like how we can achieve a goal, anybody can achieve data science field.
Okay. Thank you very much. And that's exactly what I want to hear from you as well, because I truly believe that there's loads of opportunities. In fact, last year, about 2 to 3 million jobs were left unfilled because of the unavailability of the talents, right? So there are a lot of opportunities, and you're not really doing anything rocket science and machine learning. You're only applying the algorithms which is already there. Of course, it takes about 6 months, sometimes 8 months to get the hang of it, to learn it, how to apply it, to practice it enough, and then to prepare yourself for the career transition, right? If you have a break, then restarting your career. But this is all possible, and it's definitely not difficult. And I can tell because I trained more than 15,000. DataMites have trained more than 40,000, I guess, in data science. So thousands of people have transitioned the career in this. And all the people agree with what I say, is that it's not difficult. You need to be consistent. That's what I take it from Little Flower. The consistency is really important. So if you start your journey, if you start your learning, you should be really consistent in terms of number of hours you put in, the topics you cover, the notes you make, the revision. And also, I really like what she said. You have to revise now as well, even though you got a job and you're working more than 2 months now. And that's what I do as well, because this is a learning field. And it's not just this field. Moving forward, any field you work requires you to continuously update your knowledge. So a continuous learning, revising, updating yourself with the new technologies is one of the very important things. From a career transition perspective, it is more rigor. So you need to spend about 4 hours on average. Little Flower has spent about 6 hours, which I really appreciate. But usually 4 hours is what we expect from the learners for 6 months to get a ready, market ready knowledge to transition to the career. Thank you very much, Little Flower. So now I'll open up questions. So anyone who has questions, you can, specific questions for yourself or general questions, you can put that questions in the question answer section. And if you're watching this live from LinkedIn, YouTube, and other channels, you please mention as a comment, and the DataMites team will, repost these questions in the Q&A section. Okay. All right. So I have the first question. from Askar. Askar. So what's the cost of the program and how long for the program? So Askar, the program, I can answer this. This is more DataMites question. So the program is about 8 months, and the cost you can check with them. That really depends. I don't have the current cost, but you can always check with the DataMites team. So you can just go to their website and then check. I have a question from Emmanuel. The question is, can I meet up the training standard via virtual learning from Nigeria? Okay, so a little flower, what was the mode of your training? I didn't ask. Is it online or is it classroom?
Online.
Okay, then you can answer this. So someone is asking, actually Emmanuel is asking, can I meet up? Meet up essentially means that, can I achieve this learning from online? He's from Nigeria.
Yeah, through DataMites, you can join through online, of course. So there are many portals which will be assisted, like for learning, for exam, everything. So DataMites has an option for online learning also.
In fact, 80% plus learners right now in DataMites is actually online. We have close to 5,000 learners simultaneously, and out of which about 4,000 plus are actually online. So yeah, that's a very feasible option. And the next question, okay, it's the same question. All right. So I do not have a questions in Zoom anymore. I can ask DataMites team to, yeah, I got one question from YouTube from, I don't know, Anonymous. So he says, can you briefly tell placement process if you have a gap, say 3 years? I think she told, but maybe you can repeat a little flower. What's the placement assistant process in DataMites?
The learning phase to complete all the courses like Python, SQL, machine learning, it's around 3 months. Then 3 months for the internship phase. Meanwhile, you'll be having assessments, module level assessments, which you have to complete. And later you'll get the placement assistance. So that's how. More important is skills which you learn. So through placement assistant, you can get that.
Okay, so let me summarize what you said. So essentially, after you complete your learning, which we call it as phase 2, there will be phase 3, where you will do internships, projects, and parallelly, the placement assistance team will work with you. There is a lot of things. First, dressing up your resume, mock interviews, trying to find which areas you need to improve, revising it, or if it requires an extra revision sessions will be connected for you. Once you are ready, we say 6.0 is what is the job ready score. There's an assessment where you get a score. Once you cross that score, then the placement team will start referring your profiles to the prospective employers. And you'll be given multiple entry choices. If you fail one or two, it's perfectly fine. You learn from it. And usually on average, in third attempt, people will be placed, is what from the data from the stack, the DataMites, right? And you were saying 3 years gap, which is perfectly fine. Because this 3-4 months you do internship is an internship. So it is already that you restarted your career. So your previous gap of 3 years doesn't really matter, right? And I have another question from LinkedIn. And I don't know who asked it, but it's from LinkedIn. The question is, do employers typically ask about the career gaps during interviews and how you handle that question? Little Club.
And now in my case, it was more towards family issues like kids and family. That's why more if you're good in your skill sets, you would be given a chance. That would be important.
Yeah, let me add a little more. Thank you, Little Flower. Career gap isn't a problem. What we look at is honesty, right? It could be anything, right? It could be sabbatical, or you wanted to take a break. You want to do farming, try a farming. That's a very good reason. You have tried some business, it failed, a very good reason. And you have family, taking care of kids, or maybe your parents taking care of the parents. Any reason is fine. But what is not fine is trying to make a story to look good. That's not fine, right? And we clearly know it. And if someone is doing interviews for years, just looking at your answer, we know how credible the answer is. So I would say gap isn't a problem, but trying to cover up a gap with a good story is a problem. So I mean, when it's a good story, you're trying to fake something. Apart from that, if you just put your actual reason flat and you say, you know what, I have already started my career back, 3 months of internship I have done, that is perfectly acceptable by any employers. Okay, so thank you for that question. I have another question from LinkedIn, and it says, how many mock interviews do you attend? Did they help you? What was the strategy to prepare for them? So how many mock interviews you attend? How it helped you?
I had attended 2 mock interviews. In those, it was like basic questions were asked. So from that itself, now from one interview, I felt like I'm lagging statistics. So I prepared on that. Then in second interview, I did well regarding statistic question. Like basic questions were asked.
Okay, wonderful. So mock interviews, in the first you learned that you need to brush up your statistics, and then second it was clear, and then you went for. All right, and this question actually came from Sai Prasad from LinkedIn, right? And thank you for the answer. Same question again from Sai Prasad, slightly paraphrased. I'm going to skip that. I have another question from Joel. It says, I want to learn just Python coding. Is it the right place for me? I can take this answer. We have last year, I think, DataMites has started exclusive Python courses, not only for data science. So there are 2 modules in it, Python Essentials, which is kind of common for data scientists as well. And there is an advanced Python, where you really go into OOPS concepts, structured programming, exception handling, threads, as well as full project in Python as a Python developer. So yes, DataMites also offers a complete Python course, which could be for the Python developers, and it is 2 months. So for the data scientists, it's only 2 or 3 weeks Python. For a complete Python course, it's 2 months plus 2 months, actually 3 or 4 months. And you should be able to become a Python developer. And especially you want to develop a Python softwares, right? That's when you go for the Python developer course. And I confirm that, yeah, there is a full-fledged course, and there are several batches being conducted on Python alone as well. I have a question from Emmanuel. What are the qualities the employers, what are the qualities the employer is looking for during the interview process? I think it's a similar question. Maybe you can answer it. What kind of qualities you think they were looking for?
More of one thing is more important, like skill sets. If you're going for a job profile, you should be good at the job responsibilities. You should be aware about that. And more of like confident, a bit confident. And that's what skill sets is more important, like than career gap or any other issues.
To add to that, nowadays we are really looking at learning coefficient, like intellectual coefficient, IQ. We call it as LQ now. So what does actually it mean is we are trying to see if you could learn a new technology, new aspect of upgrading your skills in a shorter time, right? So how do you present yourself in that? Essentially, you need to show with a timeline that I got this challenge, I'm able to learn in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then I finished it. If any project you have done, you do mention that this project, whatever skill set you needed, you acquired it during the project. That itself shows that you have a high learning IQ, learning coefficient, right? Apart from that, what Little Flower said, confidence, right skills. Thank you. And then I have a question from YouTube from Nilofer Khan Nilu. Age limits, average package. Okay, so I think I can take this question, Little Flower. So there is no age limit. We have people with teenagers getting into data science career now from US mostly, even in India. And then we have people who have 30, 40 years of experience, right? They are in their mid-50s, and some are retired, are getting into data science consultancy. So there are absolutely no age limits for data science, right? Average package, if you look at in US, it's about $40,000 to $60,000 per annum to begin with as a fresher or junior data scientist. In India, is about 6 to 10 lakhs to begin with. These numbers are not really great as compared to, when you look at the second year of the data science career. Because once you have 1 year of experience as a data scientist, you could actually double your salary or even sometimes triple it. So I would say to begin the career, These are the packages, and they're very decent. I have a question from Facebook now. I don't know the name of the person who asked it. The question is, how was your placement experience? How many interviews you attended? I think it's all been already mentioned. I have 3 questions from this attendee. How was your placement experience? How many interviews you attended? How was the placement support? Little Flower.
I had attended 2 interviews. Like once you clear the job ready assessment, you will be getting mails for any openings. So like that, I got many openings regarding around 20, more than 20 I got. So whichever was suitable for me regarding distance or something. So based on that, I attended 2 interviews.
And how was your experience, placement experience?
Placement experience, Shali was very helpful. Like she was, whether any assistance was provided, good assistance was provided from her. So it was good.
This was good. Thank you very much. Another question. Can I switch from mechanical engineer to data science? I can answer that. And we have 50% of our learners are from mechanical background. And many mechanical people are more successful. I don't know why. Maybe because they have this mathematics and the mathematics heavy in their mechanical engineering. So the success rate for mechanical engineer is actually higher than computer science people. That I can clearly tell you because I did the analysis from the DataMites data myself, right? Okay, so I think that's all we have. 2 more questions over here from Anand. Have you prepared your resume by yourself or prepared by DataMites Pad team? Little Flower.
Resume assistance also was provided. They gave suggestions like your resume can be like this for a fresher. So keeping reference as that, I had done my resume by myself.
Okay, very good.
They provided references.
References and supported in the resume preparation. That's what, of course. 1 question from Sidhu Miso. I am outside India, so okay. Do I get assistant with mock interviews? So Sidhu Miso, DataMites have more than 60-70% of the learners from outside India. So we actually have a very wide group. We have from Africa, the Japan. We also have customers from Japan, Australia, US, and UK. In fact, Europe. So we have a very wide reach in terms of learners. And honestly speaking, the job tie-ups with employers we do have mostly in India. We started now in US. We do not have an employer tie-ups in other countries, right? But all the other things in terms of mock interviews, resume preparation, working on your weaker areas, it is all provided to everyone, right? From any region. Okay, so we are almost done. 1 more last question. Will I get 100% support in virtual training? That's again from Emmanuel. 100% support. I don't know how you define 100% support, but Little Flower you can. So did you find any lack of support during the training period because you are online?
No, after each class, like I had attended for weekdays. So at the end of the session, we used to have doubt clearing sessions. Whatever doubts were there, it was cleared that day itself. So virtual training is also fine. Good.
Wonderful. All right. So I think that's it. Well, fortunately, we are able to answer all the questions in this webinar. The trend of this data science and analytics is going to stay hot for another 5 years. It has been published, or it has been studied and reported by McKinsey, Forbes, US labor stats, many other, even Indian government has published a report saying the same thing. So there is a lot of opportunities. The people who want to start the career, the people already started like Little Flower to grow in the career, right? So there's a lot of margin to do it, a lot of opportunities to do it. It's a good time to get into data science career is what I want to say. So I'm going to conclude this webinar session, the success story session, saying that thanking Little Flower. I always repeat this statement. Lot many people after get success, they don't mind passing it to the next level. I especially appreciate people who take time to walk through their story. It's 1 hour of your time, right? But it really worth a lot for the people who are aspiring, right? And especially from your background, whether when you have a break and then you started your career. So it really aspires and actually motivates people to pursue that career track. So you actually help a lot many people to do that. So I thank you from DataMites and as well as all the learning community who are in this call right now. And I wish you all the best. Thank you, Flo.
I would like to thank the DataMites whole team, support team, as well as placement team, as well as you, sir. Thank you for your guidance and support to achieve my goal.
Thank you. I'm happy for you. I wish you all the best in your career moving forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.